That one.
That's by far the hardest.
Oh, what the fuck were you doing, bro? You've done 2 more. No, I was done.
Every single wall, every single cover.
I was leaving.
Every single surface, every single. His eyes and hands had to go to everything.
No. I wasn't trying to be rude, but I was just like, no, thank you.
It's exactly how my mother would have cleared the room. She wouldn't have let anybody do anything. And if she had to, like if she was forced to,
that's...
she would have had to. Originally, I didn't think that was what's going to happen.
This is apparently something that Drew Gooden covered 4 years ago. A video I must have never watched of an anti-teen sex PSA. I put weird emphasis on the word anti.
But not as he did it.
Anti-teen sex.
No.
Anti-teen sex.
I was just asleep, and halfway through it, I was kind of like, no, this is done. No, because like, I'm sorry, but...
Apparently he's on coke. I don't know. I haven't seen any of it, so let's do it. I was not giggling at teen sex. I was giggling at my best friend.
Is his family?
So, it's called How Can I Tell
Oh no, they'll make that really fast.
I was in love once. Now she's 11, which is fine. Hey, totally fine. Totally fine. It's what happened.
Also, I'm not messed about. People snatch out if you're
let's get on to it.
So it's basically 2 bedrooms with 1 small kid in it.
It's only got 2 very small bedrooms.
That's the thing that you like.
The University High School of Los Angeles for purposes for license for holy shit, it's called way faster than Star Wars. Calm down there, buddy.
It's poorly designed, poorly laid out.
Section 3 in the Education Code of the State of California by Paramount Pictures Corporation from the Board of Education of the City of Los Angeles. The board did not sponsor, nor does it take responsibility, nor does it necessarily endorse any of the activity statements or opinions in the program.
Oh, no, you want family with a 1 kid and a baby on. And you do it for a couple of years, because you can twin up the room and start a 3rd kid and allowed to move in about 5 years, isn't it? 6 years. No.
Can we caravan of that house with a small child and a baby on the way? No, caravan all day long. There's no way on God's earth you can get this woman going up and down those stairs. No way, God.
It's the picture sideways.
Yeah, no, it's terrible, that horrible those stairs and the little kids.
No, they're not that bad. They're steep. They're steep, but they're not that bad.
That would ruin my life. If I lived in a house with stairs like that, that would ruin my life. I wouldn't be thinking about the horror stairs that I had in the house and wishing how I could get rid of them.
You want I hate your stairs.
I just wouldn't like those stairs at all. That's horrible. You can't live with your house this way. You can't go to bed without going up and you have to go.
I've got to be honest. I don't think they're fantastic. I don't think they're that bad. It's because I haven't put any carpet on them or anything like that. There's really, they've done nothing to help, like no grips on the stage or anything like that. I mean, those stairs, I just think sideways stairs. 3 of them coming like so sideways down. It's like, once you get the knack of it. No, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah. And when it's just slick wood like what they've got, then that's a little bit unnerving, especially the dark.
Unless it's fallen down the stairs,
there you go.
You're going to have it's fallen down the stairs. Everybody will fall down the stairs all the time.
Yeah, but that's what I mean.
There's some kind of rule about it though. Maybe that's just when you're building now, not what's already
what they used to have, yeah.
I'm sure that there's some kind of rule about. I know there is now, but when you're building, like how much incline there is to
oh yeah, for safety,
yeah. For safety, this is the reason why. Because cowboys will build things like that. It's basically
it's a very narrow house altogether. It's like a weird shaped house.
I get it's supposed to be on code or whatever, but like, why would they add those 2 shots? The same 2 different shots of doing that for whatever this intro is. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Oh, jump scare. Sorry, I had to pause this absolute heater of an intro to tell you about today's sponsor, Aura. Did you know I was once
they don't have a side by.
No, they don't have a password between their
stranger on the phone, claiming to be the IRS. I know, what an idiot I was. No one's first name is IRS. Yeah, I got call scans before. Call scans are just one of many ways that your personal data can be compromised. More common these days are data breaches, like the one Bank of America had last December, but only recently just announced. That's right, customers were left in the dark for months, and their personal data may have been casually exposed online. And last year, JP Morgan Chase and Citigroup
You know what I mean? I still don't understand how, like this house is 12 foot square, which is doorway. Because in Leslie's house, it looks exactly the same, doesn't it? But when you come up the stairs, this part here is a hallway, isn't it?
Yeah.
And then you've got the doorway here that goes into the ceiling, which is like a bathroom. And then you've got the rest of it then, which is the rest of the bedroom.
Up to $5 million in identity theft insurance should the worst case
Such a
scenario
tiny
happen.
little
Plus,
bedroom,
we're
though, isn't
providing
it,
a
at
bunch
the
of
back?
other features.
That's what I mean. It's not a good space, is
I
it?
was like, oh,
Go to
this is
mylink.com/direct
horrible. This is
TV live to try 14 days for free.
small
That'll be enough
bedroom.
time for order to find
Yes.
out if any of your personal data is exposed.
That's the thing, isn't it? It's like,
one of these companies are forced to notify you. I'm not leaving myself and my family
the
vulnerable to these
house
data
is just
breaches.
narrow
If you want to
altogether.
either, go to
Like his front room doesn't seem as big as it should
14
be.
days for free.
Like I say, it seems to be lumped in, doesn't it? Just because they could,
Do
isn't it?
you think the house there is even narrower than our front room?
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's even narrower than this room. I think it could be in there.
My name is Roland
Not
Chenier.
sure,
I'm
actually.
the CEO and founder of Savannah.
I think
Savannah
it is.
makes
Yeah, I
board
think it is
games.
a bit narrower.
We
Because I think his bed
launched
is about the size of this bed.
translated the game, and we were
And
able to distribute
his room
all
around
around
that is the
Europe.
room that he has around
It
that
was more
side
a
is
question
no greater
on
than
how
that.
we would
But on
market
this side,
to
he doesn't have that much
different
room.
countries. Then very
So
quickly
it's
we
not a
moved
12
to
foot room, I
Amazon
don't think. I
ads
think
to
it's a 10
advertise
foot
for the
room.
product.
Which would
We
explain
knew
then why
like
his stairs are
Amazon ads
steeper.
was such a powerful
Because there's
tool
a lot
from
of
the
room
sponsored
to
product
get
ads to the sponsored brands,
up.
introducing the
Too much
video
width
to
for
now like we use
being high
generative
stairs.
AI.
It's a really poorly laid out house as
My
well.
name's Carrie.
Yes.
From
I'm
being
the
upstairs.
co-founder and CEO of Bloom. Bloom is a superfood wellness.
That's really, it's not laid out for
Everyone
comfort of
adds
the
in
person in
just
there,
I
is it?
think what's
potential
happened
and
in
assuming
those
new
is, I
customers.
think in those two
We've seen a lot of
houses, they used
success
to
in
have a
Canada.
bathroom,
We've taken
I'd say,
those
out the
learnings,
back
those
in like
optimizations.
an outside toilet or something like that. And then the housing
We've all got the same
associations
question.
bought them
How can I
and
tell
put
if
the
I'm really
bathrooms
in
in
love?
upstairs.
At the same time,
It's taken a
if I'm
chunk off
really
of. Because no sane person would do that.
No.
the answers at the end of the video, by the way. So
No.
You'd at least still get in the back or something, wouldn't you?
Yeah, because it's a bit weird they didn't give them a proper extension like that. So it's all when the House Association, fucking controlled a bit. Because, like,
So probably have an outside bathroom. Now they've done, now they just put the sort of bathroom in, like the cheapest option to get a bathroom in, which is just to stick it upstairs and just sacrifice some of the bedrooms.
yes. That's what we say. No. Yeah, then you can still have one family, you can still have family with one kid in it. You have the baby in you, jump a bit, and then boom, bang. You're doing it.
Hide from, God, think of fucking thicker font, would you? Hide from fine pie. Hide from fine pie. Okay, if you say so. I hear you. Fine, you got the old guy. What is he doing here? What's his role? Why was it LOV?
And then we'll let Tom
For
out,
love?
Yes.
Could fit all the letters.
Yes.
So Ted Danson is more like color commentary. Every now and then, he'll just come in and be like,
How we doing it with everyone, or
I think I've got first tonight because I was going to do that when I first got home this night, and then I
I miss
didn't.
cheers. This is all I can get both for now.
But tomorrow though, I will do it. I'll sit there on the stairs to let you know.
With
So
the second
I'll do it.
Oh, I'm doing that a lot.
one, next step is fast forward. You can pick and choose what you want to see, what you want to see over again. Or in your hands, make over.
How can I tell if I am really in love?
How can I tell something? I don't know. I'm in the dark.
I don't know, man.
Well, that's a good place to start. No one has a final word, but together.
Us and you guys.
Yeah, together we'll come closer to finding an answer.
We want to give you time to
you do, man.
And you got company.
Michael know my philosophy right from the start. I don't think teenagers, somebody under 18. I'm talking about pre-marriage.
So I'm pre-married, don't get excited now.
The teenagers should have sex. All right. Okay. I guess that was the joke.
No, I've got to go around there.
You don't have to agree with me. In my opinion, you're too young, you're too old. Even committed relationships are spoiled by premature sex. This guy's very gesticulated. If you feel yourself to be in love, you are.
That's practical.
We're talking about love. This strong, dynamic, energetic, exciting emotion. It's wonderful. But, love can also go from near perfect one day to almost
Sucking dick,
Slowing
Chelsea.
down is what this video is all about. The bottom line is we're here because of you. Oh, by the way, I'm Justine.
Oh, thanks for texting yourself. Six later.
Yeah.
One day you'll read someone and you'll feel a different feeling. You'll feel something that goes through your whole body.
Yep, that was my answer. In your penis specifically, you're gonna feel horny. Is what it feels like. That's what I said. She just put it nicer.
Tingly, like you've got these little chills running all through your spine.
All through your penis. All through your penis. Physical thing. Like all over your body. It's like this elation. Like you feel really, really good. I feel like you're feeling that right now.
When you're in love, it's like no other feeling in the world.
Gosh, it's that. It's rainbows and stars and all the fun things in life.
When you black out, you can't see anything. It's darkness, and I'm seeing little specks of light. That's love, baby. I'm blind. I'm legally blind. I can't see anything. This is love.
At Amazon, we offer term time working to our employees. So when they're on a school break, you can take one too.
This is love.
Love is great because it's making him happy and improving his grades.
I don't know.
Wait, what?
I don't.
Huh?
Love. I feel good. Love is great because it's making him happy and improving his grades.
Being in love is great because it's making him happy and improving his grades. Who? We're talking about ourselves.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm in the dark. It's the strongest
Love
thing.
equals improves grades. Yeah, I don't know. That was a weird answer.
Well, I know about love, like love my parents, love my dog, but love my boyfriend, I don't know about that.
It makes you feel like
I think you guys should break up. Well, I mean, you don't have to love them yet, but I think eventually you should probably love your partner, and I think you can still love in high school. That's fine. You can still love and not have teenage sex. Oh.
anything wrong. If something bad happened that day, like you didn't do well on a test.
I don't love my boyfriend. He like sees this video in class. He's like, babe, what the hell? What the fuck, babe? I said I loved you last week. What the fuck?
I say to my boyfriend, I'm in love with you. But still, I'm saying so many things. You know, I know what I'm saying, but I don't. Do you follow? What do you
No.
Love is love. I mean,
No, I do not follow. No. I have no idea what I'm saying. Do you know what I mean? Because I don't know what I mean.
it's like when you're not embarrassed in front of somebody, or you don't feel guilt after something you've done. You can just be yourself in front of them.
And it's just a very awesome friendship.
A stepladder. A stepladder?
I don't know. I'm in the dark.
It's like a white light.
What?
You know, it's not...
Why did two people say stepladder? Are they gonna expand on that? I thought they were gonna like use that as like a stepping stone and like coin their own term and be like a stepladder is what we call like a love, degree thing. Are they trying to coin something to help you understand it? But two people just said stepladder and then they moved on. Love is like a stepladder.
There's no darkness.
I don't know. I'm in the dark.
It's like a white light. You know,
I prefer a stepbrother.
A stepladder. A stepladder?
I don't know.
I think guys have a lot of trouble talking about love with their friends because they have this macho attitude that
What
they
the
have.
fuck is this guy? I mean, the cartoon guy started coming in the frame really pissed off. Like he wasn't satisfied with his answer.
I think guys have a lot of trouble talking about love with their friends because they have this
Yeah?
macho
Oh, yeah, buddy?
attitude that they have.
Oh, yeah, is that what you think?
Yeah.
God, this video is so relatable. I also do the, I love the parent lines. Okay, so it's 10 minutes and 20 seconds in. We've only asked the singular question, what is love? And I guess we keep going.
You know, you hear your parents say you'll have plenty of time to do all that. You'll have plenty of time, plenty of time. When I was 15, the time was like now. You know, I wanted to go out and so forth, and my parents would say, just wait.
I just don't want you to get hurt. He's not your type. You'll get over it. Give it time.
Wait till you're older. When you've lived long enough.
Wait till you're like me, Ted Danson. It gets better, for sure. Definitely gets better.
I have.
We say things like, if you have sex before marriage, you'll have nothing to look forward to in marriage. There'll be no surprises in marriage. If that's the only surprise in marriage, I say don't marry. It's not worth it.
How about, I know what I'm talking about.
You see, the funny thing about this, guys, is that we parents tell you that we want you to slow down and that you're too young to fall in love and all that. But the truth is that we look back on our own teenage years with incredible fondness. I mean, for me, for example, it was Patricia. Oh, she gave a whole new meaning to the word love. She was fantastic. Now, you see, I'm doing it. I'm doing the same thing.
You'll never get over this.
Damn it, Ted, you did it again. Fuck, you live in the past again, Ted. You gotta get over it, Ted. You gotta get over it. You've slept with a lot of beautiful women since then, Ted. It's okay. It's alright. It's fine. This isn't what led me to my drug abuse. It's okay. I'm Ted Danson. It's alright.
Your life is over.
Ruined. Yeah.
Kaput.
My life was ruined. My life was ruined. It really was. You would if you loved me. Dude, the pacing of this is so weird. Like, they asking questions, but, like, I feel like the through line I'm still not really getting. They're asking what love is, but, like, why are we asking that? And then, like, we're not tying it to them not having sex. I don't really... Is that supposed to happen soon? I feel like it hasn't happened yet. I feel like the whole message should be like, you can be in love and still not have sex till you're older, you know? I haven't heard that once yet. Very strange. What the fuck is that? Why are you putting this in your video? This doesn't make me feel safe. But if you love me... Yeah, this is what the boys are like in school. Why would you guys be scared of sex ever? What's putting you off of it? Why are you guys scared? These are just the boys. This is what they look like. If you really love me... And they say it like that, exactly, with that tonality.
If you love me, if you love me, if you love me, if you love me.
Say, honey, I've been using that line for years.
We love you. But do you have a condom?
Alright, these laughs must be phoned in. At a certain point, the laughs are definitely on a laugh track, and they didn't think the kids would catch on.
I've got here the little black book of lines. It contains all the classics all the guys have used on all the girls.
The little black book of lines? Uh-oh, don't let Ted Danson find that. We'll open that baby right up. Oh, he does have it. Fuck! He got it! Oh, no! Didn't think that stupid joke would have immediate payoff. Let's go. Huge.
Used on all the girls all these years.
Admittedly, it takes
Oh, he does it too. Right here. Ted's got it. Yep. You thought I want to get it. I got it.
The one thing the guy wants is sex, and rightly so.
Come on.
Now here's some soft and
Come on, Ted. Wait, why did we hire this guy? I'm not sure he's on our side. Rightfully so. We're dogs, dude. We're sick fucking animals.
now here's some soft and romantic lines. I feel like a traitor doing this.
A traitor?
I need you. I really missed you.
This one's called The Ditch Line.
He feels like a traitor. I feel like that's his playbook. That's his playbook right there, you know?
Hey, you're not just another face to me. I really love you.
What's the connection?
Oh, these are good. Oh, these are great. I'm gonna actually save some of these.
Oh, watch out for this one. Don't worry. I'll take care of everything.
What could be used innocently?
Hey, don't worry about it.
Nah, not by that guy. I don't like how he said it.
Worry. Baby, you're driving me wild.
No, I'm not. I'm driving you home.
Honey, I'll go crazy. Go.
With the eye care plan, get 2 pairs from £5.70 a month, including 20% off and an advanced eye test. Vision Express. Step out with confidence.
Yeah, so for this shot, we're going to want to get you full sprawled out on a bench looking at us. Kick your feet up a little bit for us, too. I think it'll be relatable. It's a very natural shot, just like we're doing some outdoor photo shoot. We'll have you on the bench. We haven't invented the plank yet, but something similar to that.
I think making love will help us. Can you repeat the line? I keep on forgetting that.
Making love
is a natural development in our growing and developing.
He forgot his line, and they kept it in. Those rat bastards.
Sweetie, I'll just stay in for a minute. What am I, a microwave oven?
It's just not that funny, man. No way.
Here you go. Did you girls know that a guy cannot go for more than 2 days without having sex? No, it's true.
Terrific. See you in 48 hours.
That took care of that. Are you girls taking notes on this? We're going to my favorite part here, the part I excelled in.
But maybe don't do the communication between Ted and the high schoolers when he's doing the lines. Maybe they shouldn't have that communication. They should separate those two things.
These are what I call my good guy lines. Here you go. I promise I won't hurt you. I'll still respect you tomorrow.
We went to get some.
They're your lines, Ted? They're your lines? Whoa, they're your lines. I promise I won't hurt you. It's the line.
I'll still respect you tomorrow.
We went.
I'll still respect you tomorrow. That's not a line anyone said, right? No one ever said that. There's no way someone could say that line and it come off as anything but the opposite of what you're saying. I'll still respect you tomorrow.
In the car eating it. And he asked me if I'd ever had a one-night stand. And I said no. And cheeky devil, he turns to me and says, well, don't you think it's about time you had one?
Kind of makes you feel like you took a number, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I promise you won't get pregnant. I'm prepared.
Place their mind. I'm sorry, I can't. I don't know what that dance is. All right, I told you this. I've never watched Cheers, but I cannot get over the constant clips to him with all these teenagers. It feels so offbeat whenever he comes back into frame and says some crazy shit. It sounds way better when the teenagers say it. It sounds weird when he says it.
I promise you won't get pregnant.
Because it just sounds like he's saying the exact opposite whenever he's saying these are lines. So it sounds like he's saying the exact antithesis. It sounds like he's threatening to get you pregnant. I promise you won't get pregnant. Like, why would you even have to? The way you're saying it, it's almost like you didn't bring protection. I brought protection. Sure. All right, buddy.
Honest, I'll pull out in time. Now, guys, you know that's a lie.
I even said it. I even fucking said it. Oh my god, Jesus Christ. Wait, what are we learning again? Are we just? I thought the lines were supposed to be bad. Or no, they are bad. But he's saying it's a lie. Okay, he's saying it's a lie, but don't say it. I guess. He's laughing at them. He's like, oh, these are really good. I feel like a traitor right now. What the fuck, dude? Am I right? Am I right, boys? Am I right, man? Isn't that the truth, huh? Oh my god. No, Ted. No, buddy. No, don't group us all in there, man. That's not cool.
I found interesting are some lines in which the girls can say no. They're very elegant, some of them. But I think they work.
Like what? Where they can say no? I need to hear the phrasing of that before she starts doing the lines, so I'll make sure I get it.
Now, guys,
this is about to be another 5 minutes of answering this question, so I need to get it right.
In the back of this black book, which I found interesting.
So here, in the entire black book, most of it are manipulating lines, get you sex from the guy's perspective. Here's one page in the back on how to say no. That's cool. That's helpful.
Are some lines in which the girls can say no. They're very elegant.
Some lines from guys in which girls can say no. The other ones they can't, maybe? Okay.
But I think they work. Keep your paws off me. I think my grandmother used that one.
Okay. The only lines? The only two lines. You can try no or keep your paws off. Only those two. Great.
Hey, why don't we get comfortable?
It's a special thing to me. They're not my type.
Okay, no.
Not my type, bro.
I hate you.
I have a headache. That's a classic. I thought you could do that after a minute.
God, you're a beautiful body. Yeah.
I'm not that.
No,
Come on, bro.
Responsive to say no to sex right now. That we're saying no.
What are you breaking it?
Say no to sex is what you're reading. Not the other lines. We're past that. We're doing a different segment right now. That
It's against my religion. It's not bad.
it's not bad.
I can't stop. I'm coming in.
Who is this people?
Sure, they're not bad. It seems a little. I don't know, tossed aside after you gave us like 20 manipulation lines without kind of the express these are bad kind of thing, but you know, Ted kind of hyped them up, but all she has to say, I think I hear your mother coming. So stop on a dime.
It's not that we want you to feel about relationships that are important to you. We just want you to give it time. The time to catch up with the guys and gather the friends that know the fast talking.
What did you think about that? I didn't see there.
Let's watch the show. There's no fun.
Household is like all set. I was hoping I had more in my head. I got nothing, but that's good. That's a good thing. He definitely has something. We're all sexual. What?
Why don't we just toss this over here? Listen, we're all sexual, but there are lots of ways to show somebody you love them without having sexual intercourse.
Why did they spell love like that too? The same way they did on their shirts. That's weird. That's just a subtitle too from audio cues. That's true. Sometimes when I watch a movie or a show, I end up really hating it. This is one of those cases. Night Fright from 1967. I hate it. I'm happy to tell you why. Hey guys, welcome back to the show. And on this episode, I'm going to be talking about Night Fright, a movie that tries to be a science fiction horror film, but from some sort in pretty much every way. So much so that I found it very frustrating to watch. It's only an hour and 50 minutes long, but it feels so much longer than that. It is so dull and boring that my whole group, I can't find it. I feel have to sit there and experience something, you know, so impactful. Struggle, get off, off. This movie was directed by It stars John Agar, a well-known B-movie actor, who appeared in a bunch of movies and TV shows and even been featured on this show already. There wasn't a lot of information that I could find on this movie. I have no idea how widely released this movie was. I couldn't really find an official poster for it, so I don't know if it was in theaters or just drive-ins, or if it just appeared on TV, seeing that it's only an hour and 15 minutes. I did find this DVD sleeve, and man, is this ever thinking. If only the movie had anything that's interesting in it. But no, the movie is a total snooze fest. I'm really not going to sugarcoat it. I know a lot of you really like videos where I just come out swinging, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is one of those. You all know I try to do everything I possibly can. And what's tough, no one like you get the okay, come on, it's done. Watch this. It's so I have special effects, but I'll give them credit that they were at least somewhat interesting. Night Fright is not. The movie starts with some young people making out in a car as what is supposed to be nighttime, when suddenly something comes out of the bushes and kills both of them. Anyway, now we have Judy and Stu as their sorority guys.
laughing about something Sue told Judy about Judy's date, Chris. And from what I can gather, it kind of sounds like Chris was willing to do something sweet for it. So Chris arrives to pick up Judy and starts talking to some of the girls at the party that he's familiar with. Judy tells Chris that she's okay talking to the girls he's dating as long as it's just talk. And, you know, okay, I'm not far ahead, but driving the country, I bet there are some people out there who might be thinking that this Chris guy sounds pretty cheap. Well, maybe, but hey, by the looks of it,
okay, I should be able to get out with these.
Everyone in that sorority. And that could get pretty expensive after a while. I mean, this is more like it.
Yeah, all we need is a loaf of bread and a bag of wine. Oh, right.
I gotta go get that. We gotta pay. Yeah, Chris, what do you think you're doing? She's not here to make out with you. She's here to get close to nature and consume bread and wine by the jug. Truly the best way to consume it. See, that's how you know if someone is no nonsense when it comes to drinking. If they show up with a legit jug. Often points if it has the 3 X's on it. See, that person is either super fun or a complete disaster, and you're gonna have the worst night of your life. There's really no in between. Maybe, oh yeah. Ooh! Why me? No! Daniel?
Stupid man thing! You won't live long, even if you run! You're finished! Stupid man thing! You won't live long, even if you run!
There's really no in between. So Judy is like, this is so nice. You know, hanging out in the woods when there's no leaves on the trees, just wood and bare branches everywhere. Best time of the year. Judy starts talking about how she heard on the radio that this is where a flying saucer landed. And Chris is like, they never said saucer, they said flaming object. That could be anything.
Okay, boys, and I'd like to think it was a flying saucer with little green men that tend to say, "I can see you later."
You know, Judy, you are lucky that I am not. Because I would have gotten in the car and driven off without you by now. You are just insufferable. First, demanding a loaf of bread and a jug of wine. A whole loaf? Who does that? What, do you think this guy is made of money? And now, all this talk about the aliens being little green men. You know, Judy, that is based on a stereotype. You don't know what color they are. Unbelievably offensive. Not to me, though. I just thought it was weird the way that you said it, and I never want to hear you do that squeaky voice again, so yeah, see you later. So then their friends show up, and they're like, yeah, we thought we'd find you out here. This is quite the popular spot off the side of the road. Hey, we're going down to the lake to dance and forget our worries. You should come with us. And they're like, no, we'll
catch up with you later. We just got here, and there's so much to see. I mean, look at all these twigs. And there's so much to talk about, like how our professor seriously injured himself recently.
All right, class. Now that I've succeeded at fracturing my left fibula, my right tibia, several vertebrae, as well as getting the other portion of my rib cage, we might as well continue with the oral examination.
I think that's funny. Chris, Judy, you know, one day you are going to be old. And getting old sucks. You're always finding new and surprising ways to injure yourself that you didn't even think were possible. And what kind of a person laughs at an old man getting hurt? Total psychopaths. I hope you both die. Anyways, they start to play hide and seek in the woods, but they both really suck at it. And this is when they discover, I don't know, I guess the dead bodies of the people from the opening scene. So now we have Sheriff Clayton Crawford. He's all pissed off because these government agents are investigating a rocket that crashed near this location, and they won't let him look at it. He's like, come on, let me see it. And they're like, no, you can't see it, and neither can the audience. We're on a low budget here, remember? Anyway, now Alan Clayton shows up. He's a professor of biology at the university. Can't you tell? He's smoking a pipe. And he's like, yeah, the feds called me in. But then suddenly the sheriff gets a call that there's a murder they have to check out at Satan's Hollow, the location from the opening scene, which, quite honestly, I thought was this location because, well, 95% of the movie so far has taken place in locations that are right off the side of the road and pretty much look exactly the same. So they show up to the scene and they're told that the girl's face is so chewed up that there might not be enough left to identify. And wow, sounds like this is going to be a movie with some really intense moments and some pretty gruesome deaths. So then Wes, the reporter, shows up and he's like, hey, what's going on? Murderer? Find out what happened. You want the scoop, don't you? So they all start looking around, each of them covering a different area, and this goes on for a really long time, but that's okay because I'm sure something interesting is bound to happen, you know, other than the sheriff finding some pigs, and eventually they find some tracks, unlike anything they've ever seen.
Call Pat. Tell him to bring some plaster out here so I can make a moonrise of these tracks. Tell him to make it snappy. Right. I'll end with. About this every stop the time. You know I have to play. I mean,
No, Wes, what kind of a reporter are you? We asked you to stay, help us focus on the murder scene so that you can help us with our investigation. Not so that you can run back to your little newspaper and write about it. I mean, why would you do that? Reporters are all the same. Always looking for news to report so that you can earn a living.
Becky Berry, got a little bomb. Was he alright? There you go. See, where's Sasuke? What's he got there?
No. Looking for news to report so that you can earn a living. So the sheriff goes right back to looking around the woods and finds some fuzz on one of the trees. And once again, this searching around goes on for a while, and by the looks of it, he's being watched by the monster, or whatever killed those two people. But it's just too bad that the sheriff can't see it because, well, I don't know. I guess all the trees and foliage is obscuring his vision. Okay, so now we got these kids, and just look at this rowdy bunch driving recklessly down the road, almost running over the sheriff, and they're like, we're going to barbecue and listen to some records. And Clint is like, oh, no, you're not. You're going to leave this area immediately. People died around here, and there's tracks and fuzz on the trees. So, turn it around.
we heard there was some action out this way last night.
Yeah, flying saucers or something, so we thought we'd come out and see it.
The state fuzz up the road there wouldn't let us near the place. Well, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to ask you kids to forget the party and go on back to town.
Now, wait a minute, Clint. Just because you may be my future brother-in-law doesn't give you the right to tell me what to do.
Yeah, it's 1967, and it's a free country, which means we can do
Sheriff. You're out here acting like it's your job to police people.
Look, I haven't got time to stand here and argue. You'll have to forget the party. I mean it.
Well, that's no fun.
Yes,
I didn't realize it was against the law to have fun, Sheriff. Oh, what's next? No more drinking while driving? And what else? Starting next year, every car is going to have a little belt inside that you have to wear so that you don't fall out of the car. And what happens if we don't want to wear the belt, Sheriff? You going to write us a little ticket?
I'm going to give you about 1 minute to turn this car around and get out of here.
Well, there you have it, folks. No more freedom. And all because the Fuzz was walking around the forest and found some fuzz.
Look, punk, don't ever call me Fuzz. When you talk to me, call me Sheriff. Now get out of here.
So Clint goes to the hospital to tell Joan, his fiancée, that he's going to have to cancel their dinner date for tonight on account of the murders. And he's like, by the way, you got to tell that sister of yours to stop hanging around with that Rex Bowers and his stupid hair. The kid called me Fuzz, Joan. Fuzz. Cops don't like being called Fuzz, Joan. It's like, what if someone started calling you Hairhead? Anyways, back at the, malt shop. The kids are pissed off because Clint ruined their big plans of dancing to music. So they're like, you know what, we should just go out to the lake and start dancing to music anyways. Yeah, screw what the sheriff says. He can't stand on the side of the road stopping us forever. And if he does, we'll just run him over. For real this time. Back at the station, Clint is like, hey, get Alan on the phone. You know, the professor. I need someone smart to talk to. And Wes is like, hey, can I go? I kind of got a job to do, writing for the newspaper. And Clint is like, oh, yeah, sure, but don't print anything about anything that you saw today. And Wes is like, what the hell, man? I spent my whole afternoon helping you and I don't get anything out of it?
I'll go back to the office. Wes, this is for the state crime lab. Drop it off for me, will you? Sure. Anything else? No, that's all. Now, don't forget to drop it off.
Yeah, Wes, don't forget. It's very important. I would do it myself, but, you're kind of going out that way, and I want to get as much free work out of you as possible. So Chris goes to pick up Judy, and she's like, oh, Chris, I'm so messed up after seeing those dead bodies. And he tells her that she should eat something. That's always the cure for trauma. And she's like, okay, I'll try. I honestly mean that. Hopefully the restaurant we go to has better lighting than this scene, otherwise I won't be able to see the food. At the diner, they find out that all of their friends are going out to the lake, and Judy is like, well, then we better go to the lake and tell them all to stay away from the lake. And they're probably going to have a tough time doing that because the dance party is already in full swing. Just look at them go. No, seriously, you're going to have to look at them because the next scene is almost 2 solid minutes of just people dancing in the dark. Clint is looking at the mold of the footprint with Alan, the professor, and he's like, yep, it's similar to an alligator print, but there's certain differences. And then he decides to go make himself a drink. And I would recommend to anyone watching the movie to do the same thing at this point, because we're halfway through, and I'm telling you right now, it's not leading up to much. Nope, just a lot of boring scenes, day for night shots that are really poorly done, and waiting for something to happen. Anyways, Joan comes home to find a note from her sister telling her that she's gone to the lake. And Joan is like, oh my god, I have no idea what this says. I never learned cursive. Maybe I can call someone who can read it and not think less of me. Meanwhile, you'll never guess what's happening at the lake. More dancing. Yep. If you're still awake by this point, I have to give you some credit because none of this is interesting or the least bit suspenseful. I mean, yeah, there's some ass shots in here, but, come on. Hey, wait, what's happening now? Somebody is driving somewhere, and then the monster attacks them, I guess? I don't know. I can't see anything. Honestly, this is one of the most frustrating things about this movie, because, look, I get it. They were trying to shoot day for night, but a lot of these shots were way too underexposed. And, of course, they were shot on a day where the sky was super clear and the shadows were super harsh. And then mixed in with that, you have shots that were exposed to a higher degree So in the end, it's just kind of a jumbled mess that never really gives off the illusion that it's nighttime. I would much rather have all of this be just properly exposed and be able to see what's going on. And yeah, it would look like daytime, which isn't that scary. But none of this is scary anyways. It's just visually frustrating for the audience. Okay, so what happens now? Chris and Judy arrive at the lake, and they're like, hey, you guys shouldn't be here. And everybody is super pissed off because they're sick and tired of all these people telling them not to go to the lake. They can go wherever they want, God damn it. So obviously this leads to a fight because back in the 60s, people took their dance parties pretty seriously. And you know what? Good. Because there is 25 minutes left in this movie, and so far this is the most exciting thing that has happened that we can see. So at least something is happening. But it doesn't last very long because Chris kind of hands Rex his ass on a platter. And before Chris and Judy leave, they tell everyone that if they stay there, they're in danger. Huge danger. Massive. From what exactly? We don't know. But, yeah, danger. So Rex is acting like a little bitch because he lost the fight. And Darlene tries to comfort him, asking him if he's okay. And he's like, no. Why do you have to keep hitting me? And this is when the two of them are attacked by the monster, I guess. I mean, again, I can't really see what's going on here. Kind of important for the audience to be able to see what's happening. And if I sound like I'm being extra pissy about it, I am. This movie has been so boring and uneventful, and when stuff with the monster actually does happen, you can't really see it. This is supposed to be like the first big attack where the monster is revealed, and there's no suspense to this chase, because the audience can't even see the information that the movie is trying to provide. Is the monster getting close to the people it's chasing? No idea. It's amazing how long this goes on, and it's never really that interesting. Only the monster stops. So you just get something out of the way.
You've ruined everything! Looks like your outside matches your inside. Which you're finished.
So this what the monster is that not got a monster something a bunch of animals has to do that positive and they lost the picture with it, and 6 months later the atmosphere cracking down and all the animals inside
Boy.
You're a lucky man, Ethan. If I surrender, you're the only one going to see all this form. Too bad you'll pay for it with your life. You talk about saving your daughter! You'll kill me! Everything from me? I'll take you
You alright?
Roses are only hope. Not enough blood. Need your flesh! Got the worst to know, Ethan! Don't be shy. Show me your terror. Now, time to die. I'll eat you up, every last morsel. You'll never see your rose again. Succumb to your curse you.
How bizarre this all is. So what is it all about? That's a good question. Let's take a look and see if you can figure it out. Because I couldn't. The movie takes place at
You're the one who's cursed.
during Christmas time, and she's expecting her kids, Ted and Dolly, to visit for the weekend. Her boyfriend, Gary, has been outside hunting deer.
Barbara and Leo.
But she isn't feeling too well. You got a bad migraine?
Too risky.
Drunk off the killing, Gary decides to pump the question in kind of a weird way. What time did your kids come?
A couple of hours.
Go and tell them that I'm going to marry their mother.
Oh, no.
Gary, haven't you been listening? She has a migraine. She doesn't want to talk about marriage. It's a boss fight of migraine. And Kathy is like, Gary, we don't need to get married. We're good right where we are. See, Gary, everything is fine. Life is perfect the way it is. I'm sure nothing bad.
Looks like I'm getting out of this place.
Bizarre is going to happen in the near future, so let's just enjoy this time with no bad, bizarre things. So then the kids arrive while Gary is field dressing the deer, so he wipes his hands off in some bleach, because you gotta clean up when you're expecting company. Ted has brought his girlfriend for the weekend, and she gets the welcome of a lifetime. First a bloody, outstretched hand, and then the stare of absolute rejection when she meets Kathy. Believe it or not, I actually think this is a good start to Sarah's weekend, because it is very clear that Kathy does not like her. And I know I said something like this a year or two ago in a different video, but when you're in a situation where the people you're supposed to try and impress make it very well known from the beginning that they do not like you, it kind of takes the pressure off. You know, you don't really need to try anymore. You no longer have to worry about, screwing something up or saying the wrong thing. It's already decided they don't like you. We all have social battery. If you go into a new situation with all new people, you don't know anyone, you're trying to make a good impression and, trying to get to know people, that can be very draining. But if you're going into a situation where you know that everybody hates you, it would kind of suck, but I just feel like I'm invested and I think it could be kind of fun, because there's no social consequences. You can tell everybody to go f themselves. It doesn't matter. I mean, you could try extra hard to make an amazing impression and get them to change their mind, but then I say roll with it, Could make for a really funny story when you get home. Anyways, Ted's sister, Dolly, starts looking under the tree and finds a present for Sarah. And they're all like, what the hell?
Here our boys together as one brethren.
Mom, how did you know that Sarah was even coming?
Within the endless dark, to deliver us into fate's hands. As the midnight moon rises on black wings, we await the light at the end. In life and in death, glory to Mother Miranda.
Hey, remember me? I almost died up at that castle. Tell me, what is going on around here?
How can a man be almost dead? That's a question for the wise.
You know what I mean. And I still haven't found Rose. Where did Mother Miranda take her?
You're too late. Or maybe almost too late. The child will be sacrificed, life for life.
What kind of sick medieval shit is this? She's just a baby.
Crests of the four bloodlines may open the path you seek.
Will you please stop talking in riddles? I just want to find my daughter.
It's only a riddle if you don't know the answer.
You know what, Sarah? I think this might actually be the right move now that I think about it.
Wait.
Show this lady, hey, you want to be shitty to me all evening? Well, I'll give you a reason to be shitty to me. I'll f***ing every piece of furniture in this house. But Sarah says she doesn't want to because it feels like Kathy is right there in the room with them. Anyways, they all go out hunting. Sarah is worried that Ted is still mad at her for the whole not wanting to have sex because it felt like his mother was in the same room with them thing. And I have to say, I don't think this is the start to the weekend that Sarah was hoping for. I mean, the second she got there, after she started staring a hole right through her, and now Ted is pissed off because she didn't want to have sex, I wouldn't be surprised if Sarah was seriously considering just riding that horse all the way back home and never talking to the people again. Things get even better for Sarah because now she's got to go hunting for their holiday feast, even though, again, she doesn't want to. I guess Sarah is a real stick in the mud. No awkward sex, no killing things. She just doesn't want to do it. Big fun. I mean, where's your holiday feast, Sarah? Christmas dinner if you didn't look the animal in the eyes before you blew its brains out? Anyways, they're hunting deer, and suddenly they see one. But right as they're about to take the shot, Sarah's like, no, I can't let you do it. I've never been a fan since then. I thought we were having turkey. So Sarah takes off and eventually runs into this guy who looks to be seriously injured. And everyone is like, oh my god, this is awful. We want to eat him. Anyways, the guy dies. At least I thought he was dead. And Sarah is really shaken up, so they give her 3 aspirin and a shot of brandy. Because Ted figures maybe that will get her in the mood. So Sarah is like, Ted, can you do me a favor and take your mother's artwork out of here? I mean, it's just awful. She has no talent. She's really just wasting paint. I'd rather stare at the bare walls. At least they look like they were thinking by someone who knew what they were no, sorry, I can't play right now because my girlfriend is still really rattled after a guy died in her arms. Anyways, Kathy is like, hey, Ted, I don't like your girlfriend. She's weird, and I have a bad Oh, well, excuse me, I thought that you knew this. So Kathy is like, yeah, break up with Sarah. Now, please, leave me alone to paint in this dark room while I listen to George's dance. And don't forget, break up with Sarah because she's the weird one. At some point during the night, Sarah wakes up and is compelled to open a trunk next to the bed, which holds a samurai sword and samurai armor. It used to be complimentary at a bed and breakfast back in the day before everyone got cheap. And at the same time, Patty finds that she is being possessed by the spirit of an even worse case. Sarah falls off the bed and rushes to her room where she tells Ted that she cut herself on the sword in the trunk, and Kathy gets even more upset. She's going to have to find a different spot to hide the Christmas gifts now. So Ted is like, Sarah, there's no trunk in this room. I mean, clearly she's hallucinating. Quick, get her more booze. Sarah then decides to sit and watch Ted and Dolly play Monopoly while Kathy stares at her. It's fun for the whole family. And I just find it funny that Ted and Dolly are going about Monopoly as if nothing weird is going on or has gone on. I mean, none of this feels awkward to anyone. That in itself is a Christmas miracle right there. And I bet you can guess what happens next. That's right, Sarah starts having visions from the first-person viewpoint of a samurai ghost that's going around and killing people. And Sarah is really enjoying these visions. In fact, she goes back to bed so that she can enjoy them some more. Like this couple, Christy and Paul. Christy didn't deserve to die, but Paul was kind of a jerk. Just watch this. He's like, Christy, go make me some tea. So she does. And then he says this. He's 16.
There you are. I had a feeling you would pop up here.
It was all worthless.
Is that so? I assume you've picked up something of value.
So she does.
Not sure if it's a value, but...
Why, you have your daughter right in your own hands.
What are you saying?
Take a closer look.
It's been my bedtime routine ever since I was a kid. I can't change it now. How I learned to apply burn cream. So the samurai ghost shows up to the house and everything starts shaking. And this would be absolutely terrifying. I mean, imagine having to clean all that up forever. Take a weekend. The samurai tries to kill Dolly and Ted, but
That flask seems to contain her head.
So eventually this goes away. Of course, they all want to know just what the hell is going on. Much like the
Roses.
Don't say another word! This is impossible! This just can't be!
Your daughter's essence is still intact. Her powers are truly unique.
Who could even do this?
She can be saved, you know.
Saved? From this? Are you insane?
There's a house with a red chimney on the western side of the village. Go and seek out the man who lives there.
talking
Then we
about,
can continue
but we
our
never
conversation.
get any more information.
Quit holding out and get to the damn point.
You don't have to trust my word.
Nothing just happened.
But do
Apparently,
you have
nothing
any
was bigger
better
than
options?
Rob's head than almost being impaled by the sword of a ghost. The samurai ghost then leaves the house, goes outside,
Your
and starts
choice.
killing some campers for
The
some
customer
reason.
is always
This is
right.
why I don't like going camping.
After
You have to worry
all.
about bears, snakes, and the spirits of ancient warriors.
You'll pay if I find out this is a lie.
Shall I choose something for you?
Dangerous. And yeah, just gonna jam that body in the back. It'll fit, no problem. But the truck doesn't start. And what's worse than when a truck
Please
doesn't
do
start?
it.
When a
Thank you.
truck doesn't start with a dead body in the back. So Gary says he's going to have to take the horse. And look, Gary, I know you love Kathy, but considering what just happened last night, plus the fact that she seems to know something about what happened, but won't tell you, don't you think it's time to maybe reevaluate this relationship? That's right, you're gonna go to the boy. So Gary leaves on the horse. Where is he going? No idea. At the same time,
For your patronage. Well then, feel free to peruse.
no idea. Dolly then wakes up and thinks it's time to
I've
burn
procured some
Kathy
new
at a
items
serious
for you,
cost.
Mr. Winters.
Dolly, I didn't tell you you could come in here.
I don't care, Mom. I think we need to have a serious talk about what happened last
Oh,
night.
Lady Dimitrescu.
Ted and I
Beautiful
were
even
fighting
in death.
He landed
That
on
waistline.
and gave himself
Yes.
$500. And I thought we all agreed, as a family, we weren't going to play with the free parking jackpot. And you just sat there the whole time. You saw the whole thing, and you didn't say shit. So what? Does that mean you just don't see it as a big
This
deal?
is all an
Maybe
investment.
you've been playing with the free parking jackpot this whole. This whole time too. Is everybody in this house just giving themselves $500?
Delighted.
They land on a stupid spot. See, this is why I've always felt like I was adopted. Because I'm the only one who wants to follow the actual rules. Yeah, you shouldn't feel bad.
These hands are more dexterous than one might think.
You're all sick. So Dolly goes out looking for Ted, who is just chilling out in the woods, and she runs into the samurai ghost, who starts
Ah,
talking.
it's fine. All finished.
And see, this is where you lost me. I was buying into all of this right up until the samurai spoke in English and not Japanese. Just ruined the illusion. Also, suddenly Gary is just back. So, where exactly did he go? It looks like he just took a lap around the farm. So they all hide behind this fallen tree because, as we all know, ghosts can't see around things. And once he gets close enough,
Please come
he
again.
swings his axe and down goes the ghost. So they go back home and Sarah is like, yeah, hi, remember me? Your girlfriend who you just left alone with your mother who hates me? Do you have any idea how awkward breakfast was? And Gary wants to show Kathy that he killed the ghost because, you know, he's pretty proud of that. I think anybody would be. Hey, you know what, Gary? I think you gotta walk away from all of this, man. You deserve so much better. Not only does Kathy not want to marry you, she won't even reveal why her kitchen tried to kill you. And you're out there hunting deer, killing ghosts, and getting no appreciation. You don't want to be with somebody who treats you like that. You also don't want to be with someone who doesn't realize that when you find samurai armor, you don't burn it. You take it home. And maybe try it on. Pretty cool. So Dolly is like, Gary, burn it. And then she has the nerve to make a special request.
Reflex Big Sale is back. It's way down. Discover thousands of deals, like sofas from £249 and outdoor lounge sets from £219. Don't miss Way Day from the 24th to the 27th of April at whitefield.co.uk.
How do you build a web that inspires 600 million users?
My name is Calvin. I'm a senior software engineer at Pinterest. I'm tech lead for web on the close-up experience team.
How many
case of Pinterest, we use hair tools because they're a good way to mix things up, break up the monotony of some of the other layouts.
We started off with maybe one team building the carousel over the few years, probably using the Frankenstein of 2009 code with these different little flavors from all different teams that were added, which was getting very difficult to maintain.
When I was cycling through these carousels, it was like on the noticeable lag, keep going aging. And every scroll, and I heard there's a CSS carousel coming out. I was like, okay, well, I know where we can use that. Converting the closest carousels from JavaScript to CSS was pretty easy. The initial attempt didn't take too much work, a week at most. When I first prototyped it, it was way smoother right away. All the bits and pieces of the carousel were no longer blocked on the main thread. What we wanted to do was run A/B tests so we can grab some metrics and see how it's actually performing.
We run a small portion of our user base on the new experience, and the rest is still using the old code, which is the 2000 lines with custom carousel code.
We saw massive performance gains as well as some engagement wins as well. We were able
to make a special request. Yeah. What the hell? Does Gary have to do everything around here? Hunt down Christmas dinner, transport dead bodies, kill samurai ghosts, and now he's got to hop on his horse and ride into town because Dolly's in the mood for a Twix? And also, I love how once again, they're just ignoring everything that happened over the past 24 hours. No, we've moved past all that. We're in the mood for candy bars now. Alright, so you're going to see a bunch of stuff now, and I'm not even going to attempt to try and explain what it all means. Sarah uses her powers to burn a childhood photo of Kathy, then she frees his head and puts on the samurai armor. There's some footage from World War II thrown in, and then, I don't know, they have this psychic power battle, and Kathy and Gary die, but then the kids come in, and I guess they have psychic powers too, so they, I don't know, blow up the samurai, and that's the end of your movie. I hope you're happy. There's a bunch of stuff going on in this movie, and I'm not entirely sure what is really happening a lot of the time. In fact, I'm pretty sure the writer-director didn't know either, because as I mentioned before, he was high when he made this movie, and that's where the title comes from. It's a reference to your heartbeat when you're high. The poster for this movie is pretty strange as well. I'm going to censor part of this because I don't know what's going to be allowed. It features something that isn't even in the movie at all. It's actually from a different movie. This is a cyborg from the Time Guardian. Now, you may have noticed that this movie was shot 4:3. Well, the reason for that is apparently the DOP shot it that way because he thought it was a made-for-TV movie. And the director didn't realize that it was being shot that way until 2 weeks into the production. Like I mentioned at the beginning, this is an incredibly odd movie. But I found that it kept me watching because I was expecting at some point that things would be explained. But no, nothing. So, yeah, it just ended up being really disappointing. Also, Gary died, and I think he deserves a lot better than that. I want to thank all of my supporters on Buy Me a Coffee, Patreon, and I want to thank all of you for tuning in. So that's pretty much it for this one, and I'll see you all next time. Otherwise, I might have to tell Dolly that you've been playing with the free parking jackpot as well. That's $500. I thought we all agreed this isn't working, and I thought we all agreed as a family that we were gonna. That was a good one. This should be easy, Mark. There was a comment in the last video about me as a kid wearing a White Sox hat, and it's funny because when I put that picture in the video, I was like, someone's gonna mention the White Sox hat. So the reason I was wearing a White Sox hat is that at that age, when I was a kid, I had a bunch of different hats. And I really loved the White Sox logo, and I was also a big fan of Frank Thomas. I also had an Orlando Magic hat that was really cool, and again, I was a big fan of Shaq, and at the time, he still played for the Magic. Okay, I have this hat. I got this for free when I bought Halo 2. The hat is awful, though. It doesn't fit well. It's too shallow. The brim is all out of whack, but yeah, I used to have a ton of hats. But yeah, that White Sox hat, I love that hat, even though, know, growing up caveman.
Months into sobriety, can I tell you the crazy part is I just got blood work back. Yeah. Don't listen to that. You've always been perfect. Don't listen to that. My liver now is healthier than it's been in years, and I cannot wait to put a dent in it. Dude, all I hear, I cannot wait for it to go, oh, what happened? I'm so jealous that you're drinking right now. I'm doing it to make you jealous. Well, fast forward to this week, and Kurt's now 3 months into sobriety, except this time it's involuntary. As you guys know, Kurt's latest health scare left him with blood clots that traveled from his legs to his lungs, and the doctors basically told him if he kept drinking, he was gonna die. So the man's being forced into sobriety, whether he likes it or not. But instead of finally waking up and realizing the benefits of changing his lifestyle, he's now counting down the days until he falls off the wagon again. This guy is so fucking predictable. His butt burning down a couple of months ago was the perfect metaphor for where Bert's at right now, and I'll show you later on in this video how his wife Leanne used that accident to hit that Bert should probably retire. And as you guys know, Two Bears One Cave no longer releases weekly episodes after the backlash against them reached fever pitch. I've covered it and over on Patreon as well, so I'm not going to go through it again here, but on the latest episode from 2 weeks ago, Bert spoke about where his life was at after his tour bus burnt down.
Like, disgusting because the guy knows you're going to talk about it. I kept this is the best thing. I gotta be honest with you, I'm bad. My stamina better, being sales better. I think people were like, I just want to see you on stage and jobs. My life is unrecognizable from 3 months ago. I had 2 dogs 3 months ago. My kids were in LA. I had no blood clots. I had a bus. I had all the shit going on.
and he started romanticizing about his drinking days.
Have become unhappy when bad odors wake at home. Yes, Febreze Plug-In. Its 3-in-1 action constantly fights odors and gives noticeable freshness that lasts long. So you always come home to your happy place with a clean and fresh scent. Febreze Plug-In with 3-in-1 action.
They know what it does. I think you fucking melt into your seat, and a thunderstorm could come running up on you and you wouldn't. A shark could swim up to you and cover the way enough to push his nose away. Clearly, he's learned nothing. Compare how he looks right now, sitting there sober, clear-eyed, in better shape than he's been in years, to this ad read they opened this very episode with, which was clearly pre-recorded back when he was still drinking like a fish.
This is the best vodka in the world. You're talking to a man who's put 10,000 hours into a couple things. Eating and drinking vodka. I'll bring my wife in if you want. I'm pretty good at the first one, too. But this is better than... This is the best vodka you're ever going to have. It's clean. My sleep score's through the roof because of it. It tastes clean. Everyone I've given it to loves this vodka. Tom, tell them.
They opened Ari's episode with that Poor Ossos promotion, which I'm pretty sure is probably illegal, especially considering the false claims Bert made about the alleged benefits of drinking his own brand of vodka, like his sleep score being through the roof because Poor Ossos is good for you. Yeah, okay, buddy. Have these guys learned nothing from Rogan and his Alpha Brain lawsuits? And the worst part is that pre-recorded ad read is now going out to hundreds of thousands of people who have no idea that Bert can't even drink the stuff he's promoting, because he's on blood thinners for a condition that drinking his own vodka helped create in the first place. Jeez. But like I said, Bert's already planning for the day he gets to drink again, because he is so self-destructive it's not even funny anymore. There's so much happening in this next clip. Ari even let slip something that people have been accusing him of.
Just one binky.
Loves taking time off to travel throughout Asia. Just quickly though, make sure you check out the link in the description to my Patreon if you want to see my long-form breakdowns, such as Andrew Schultz, the 15-year scam, the Shane Gillis curse, and the biggest video I've ever made, the top 10 biggest moments in podcast history.
You have your full dose.
Tea time. Please. Sorry.
And I would put this to you. July 12th, you get to drink again? Yeah. You should record.
Sorry.
I was thinking about what would be a great city to fall off the wagon. New Orleans can be a little depressing.
Should we do one before?
Child.
Can do, but it's all different curries, so
Cambodia.
like I've separated, so we've got one each and then one each.
Okay. What I want is I want 3 days.
Like one curry is just one curry, and then the other curry is one curry and a different curry.
Cayman Islands, and a cocktail in the pool. Yeah, run it in the afternoon.
You should book this ahead of time, so it's like a whole thing. This is just how I look at my own unwinding. I never really unwind.
I'll start knocking out doors. Got the thing in. Yes, just start.
So like, I think if you go to like, even if it's the Caribbean, it's not that far, but you just unplug from home,